Hello everybody, coming at you with all my might. It's Smite. How you guys doing today? Today we're going to be installing a Kemimoto license plate bracket. This bracket is fully adjustable for angles in the license plate. So we're going to get this installed on the bike. This is a 2018 Yamaha YZ450FX. I'm currently in the process of making a dual sport, so we need a license plate bracket. This license plate bracket is pretty unique because it comes with a license plate light, which I'll show you and install, and it comes with mounting brackets for your turn signals. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the license plate light and we're gonna mount it to the plate. So you're gonna take the center wire, run it through the hole, and there's 2 bolts. You wanna make sure that light is facing down so it will light up your plate. Here's the supplied toolkit. We got Allen keys for every Allen bolt on here, and these 2 supplied bolts are gonna be what holds our license plate light on. Okay, so we're gonna be using this on a dirt bike, so I suggest putting some blue Loctite on this screw because you don't want it coming out and there's no reason for you to take it out for a while. So just gonna put some blue Loctite on that. Now that we got both of the bolts installed into the light, we're gonna tighten these down and that will secure the light to the bracket. So while we're at it, these 2 bolts, I would suggest that you add Loctite to them as well, especially if you're running on a motorcycle or vehicle that has high vibrations. Now that we snug that up, we're ready to go on to the next step. Okay, so now that we have that Loctited, this is installed, all the other stuff we can adjust and or Loctite once we get installed on the vehicle. So on this, I had these 2 mounting brackets for a tail light. It's different on each vehicle, but I just drilled them out. And as you can see, I have bolts sticking in them. We're just going to press this on. Now this varies per machine, but this is what I have to do for mine. But that's how we're gonna mount it to the Fender. So I have some typical license plate plastic mounting screws. So we're just gonna throw this plate on for demonstration. Slide that, this is your track for your license plate. Slide it in there, and on the back, just tighten the nut down. And this will help us so we can pick our angle on how we want this mounted. Slide that in, snug your nut up. So this gives us a mounted plate. We can slide that up or leave it down. So we can pick how on our angle of our plate as well. So now that we figured out what angle we want, I'm gonna have it mounted up like this. So we need to take the plate off. Next we're gonna do is we're gonna take and slide this all the way up. And I suggest once again, to put some Loctite on these so they don't vibrate loose. I'm not sure if it will, if there's a plate mounted to it, but you never know. Now that we got the Loctite installed, we have that up to a further smooth adjustment point. You can either use the slide track or you could also take these out and bolt it even further using these holes right there, but we're gonna use the slide track. So we're gonna snug those up. Okay, so we have a range of adjustment angles, so we can have it angled like that or angled up. I have it up so it's actually hitting my fender right there because I have it so far back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock this position by tightening these 2 Allen screws. And they provide you with the Allen key. So these bolts have lock nuts on the back of them, so you won't need to put any Loctite on them. Our next feature of adjustment we can do is we can loosen this and we can actually extend the plate outward. So we have 3 bolt holes on here. You can adjust this to any bolt hole you would like, and you can even get more angle on it if you just wanted to use 1. I suggest using 2, so it's either that or that for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push it up underneath like that and use these 2 bolt holes. All right, so these are the turn signal brackets. They are removable, so if you didn't want to use them, you can leave the plate like this, or you can put them on and have your turn signal mount. I'm gonna put these on and I'm gonna install some Loctite on them so the screws don't back out. So there it is, all mounted up. We got our turn signal brackets. We're gonna throw turn signals in them, but that's it mounted on the bike.